Well, you and I are casting if we see a fireball. Oh, I can only imagine here. But let's go. The grand finals has kicked off, and Ninja is in with the Root Riders and Valkyries going across this base with the Town Hall off to the left, and the Queen can actually step her way to the Town Hall if he has a wall break, but he actually doesn't. But there is one little wall open which can allow the Queen to go in, but it looks like some Root Riders are kind of actually pathing in different directions here.
Yeah, the water was like split up in between. Like, should I go left, right, and he was always bouncing between those different groups. But the Rage in the core on defense is hitting hard versus those Root Riders. There's a lot of damage on them. The Monolith deals a lot of damage as well behind the tunnel. That's why he's getting frozen up. The Queen is not walking into that tunnel compartment. This is spelling bad news for a Ninja.
Oh, that is really bad. If that Queen was supposed to make her way to the Town Hall, and that's where you could have used the funneling troop to help get her to go there. But the Queen, okay, she comes back. There's the Rage. She should be able to secure the Town Hall. No! No. This can't be a 1. This cannot be a 1 to start off the very first attack of the grand finals. He sends a Barbarian to go in with the Super Barb. Oh, no, wait a second. The RC ability has also been forced. No.
Oh, no. Does history repeat? We had already a huge defense in their first match, and SYNCHRONIC was just able to play it safe, sending VM Legacy down to the lower bracket, and it seems like it's going to be the same story again. This time, it's Ninja falling short with the 1 star. The troops were just splitting up too much. You're trying to make sure that everything is as safe as possible, but the first attack, they had no time to really switch things up, and that's why they're going in versus this base. But it's a complete different approach, right? I think it's a lot of Super Barbarians and less Root Riders.
Yeah, with 20 Super Barbs here as the Witches are down, Root Riders, and the Log Launcher is specifically going to go into the core to help try to activate the invisibility spells. But remember, he's dropping some Earthquakes to help open the walls even quicker so that the Logs can kind of skip to the other side, activating the other invisibility spell. But he needs to pass his way into the core. He does have 1 Root Rider coming there, and there's the King coming in late to help clear the whole core.
But that is such a smart thing with the epic gauntlet equipment. The King and the splash damage is just so good versus those stacked up defense in the core. The second Invis Tower is already triggered. And this attack is just genius. An incredible answer to this setup of base, which has done so good in the past. And the core should go down. Happening for the King. Remember, he's coming back now with Phoenix to take down hopefully some more defenses. And wait a second, troops are slowly dying out.
Yeah, the troops going down, but he's still going to loop his way through. The Queen unfortunately stepped through into a wall, had to beat through it, and the Warden is getting hit by the Eagle, which is definitely an awkward angle where the Eagle is to the outside of his base, but he now is working through it, taking it down. Does still have the Royal Champion ability to skip across, but this is racking up some time. Granted, their opponent did get a 1 star. So this is going to get a 3 star here, dropping a freeze onto the ground expo. Royal Champion jumping, and it is indeed a triple here for SYNCHRONIC. Simon getting it done, giving them a 2. So it was a higher percentage. So if a fail does come in, which it could be a bad fail, depending on the base designs of VM Legacy, if they're continuing to be like that tunnel in the core, could also be a 1 star. You never know. Something could go horribly wrong for SYNCHRONIC, but Fluxy coming in with the Root Riders as well, but he is taking that overgrowth that we've been seeing so many times here.
And that's an interesting setup of base here. Again, with the Rage Tower. We have seen a lot of Poison Towers as well, but this is the Rage Tower setup. He's using the overgrowth spell. That's an interesting use really early on, redirecting most of his troops. And now he has an entire split. Some troops are at the top side, some at the bottom, and the Queen is walking all the way back into the base around the bottom compartment.
Yeah, she can make her way towards that Ricochet Cannon, but had just dealt with the enemy Royal Champion. The Ice Golems are there, which they are getting distracted on a Root Rider, but this King needs to path his way back to the core as he sends in a freeze to the Town Hall. And the King still got his ability, luckily, but unfortunately, you can't reach that Monolith with the King. The Warden is going to die off. Oh, no, that's the Royal Champion there that's next to the Monolith, taking it down with her ability.
Yeah, the Hog Riders with the haste vial of that Royal Champion are just going through the backhand like it's nothing. The King ability takes down the outside buildings, and that is going to be the 3-star. It always looks so close when the defenses are coming back from the overgrowth spell and like waking up again, and then suddenly everything disappears. So really nicely done by Fluxy, getting the 3-star which they needed to somehow have the chance of coming back with a miracle defense. But it's now back
handful of very successful attacks with those log launchers in the core. And okay, it's not the double invisibility spell for VM Legacy that Aaron's running, is the double poison spell towers, as it is indeed Root Riders and Valkyries with that queen to the bottom. King's gonna path his way into this multi-arch tower as he finds a Tesla farm. Very nice use of a skeleton spell out in front, but SYNCHRONIC is really liking to use the jump spell instead of the overgrowth that we've seen from teams like Tribe and others in an attack like this, as we are seeing the King ability getting used as this queen's going to continue her way to the left as the Warden Eternal Tome is protecting everything.
Yeah, it's interesting as well, base choice, because this was a base which SYNCHRONIC already 3-starred, if I remember correctly, in the past with exactly this approach. I think with the last approach versus this base, it was that the King lured out the Clan Castle way earlier and then he delayed the Root Riders. But this time around, he is starting with the Root Riders way earlier, which means the King gets way further into the core and even takes out the Town Hall with the Phoenix.
Yeah, that King got a fantastic value as super minions coming out of that siege barracks. Royal Champion still going through, and look at that P.E.K.K.A. that is also going to help take out that mortar. Moving on through, getting distracting and tanking that Ground Expo to protect the Royal Champion. Drops the final handful of freezes, and we got ourselves a 3-star. Continuing to bring the 3 stars in for SYNCHRONIC. Great attack here, General X. And now, here. I feel like this is a bold statement. I don't know. I feel like maybe anyone watching here, that if you're watching this tournament here, that there's almost like more 1-stars now at the Title 16 here because they're trying to be quick with it than we almost saw all combined at 15. I mean, in terms of tournaments, it's wild the amount of them that we're seeing. But Darkstar is coming with 38 balloons here.
That is going to be a huge loon parade for sure. But it's only 1 hound. Is that going to be enough to tank for those loons? He has 1 bat spell as well, which typically is getting used to like tank an air defense, for example. The Royal Champion is getting turned invisible to get even more value because those multi-front towers in the core, he wants to take those out for sure.
With that RC ability going off and the shield skipping across, it does actually remove 1 sweeper, which was to the bottom side, and using some balloons and following behind a bat spell to help try to go for that air defense as the Warden is down with the balloons and the blimp to fly to that Town Hall, as the RC is going to go down to the defensive ice golem, but hopefully there's no tornado trap near this Town Hall, and the Yetis are safe, taking that Town Hall down.
Yeah, 2nd star is already in, but there is more loons coming in as well. The Hound tanking the backhand, the Queen taking down the Expo, and it seems like there is just so many loons left alive. It is mind-blowing, controlling all of those at the same time, and Darkstar getting it done with another 3-star for his team. And it seems like, I don't know how, but VM Legacy always find this one attack which they're having early into the match, struggling versus the base of SYNCHRONIC. And then it's just so hard to come back from that.
It just seems like SYNCHRONIC has the number of VM Legacy. With SYNCHRONIC that sent them down to the lower bracket, and they're looking to send them down again.
Tight. I mean, time was still tight, which was crazy enough already. But we have the next attack in, and Einstein is as well going in with the Root Riders, so they're not switching things up overall. They're just going in with the mass Root Riders. And the question now is, where is he coming in from? Is he going from the far side with a log launcher, or is he going to be something different? To start things off, it's going to be the Lightnings, and not something, well, more common, I guess, with the jump approach, which they have done otherwise.
Yeah, but he does have a log launcher selected at the moment, unless he decides to switch that up, as Root Riders are down with the Valks to move into the enemy Queen. And he does indeed decide to stay with the log launcher. Why? Look where the Town Hall is. And look what's next to it, the invisibility spell tower. If that was probably a poison spell, if that was a rage, he probably would not go with the log launcher and go with the siege barracks. But because the log launcher and the logs can hit the buildings way out in front, causing the invisibility spell to get activated, then it will wear off and then you can help take it down later.
Yeah, and that was a really nice use case for the log launcher, making sure that the spell tower is not having as much impact. The queen is still walking around this far right side with not that much damage there. She's having just a great time of taking down defenses left and right without even having to worry about her own life. And then we have the Root Riders pushing through the core. The king is taking down the entire far left side. The healers are getting spawned for the queen. And it seems like this base is done, with the Royal Champion being on the back end as well.
No way this base is going to defend after that value. Einstein taking it down. Brilliant attack here and has plenty of time remaining. And I'm still thinking back to a moment that Coco brought up of, we used to talk about Lalo attack.
Gotten it. They always were converted into a victory.
And it's Ariam's turn to try to continue with 3 stars. Can he do it with the Zap Root Riders, as it starts off grabbing some nice value, including the defensive rage. And there's also another defensive rage on the other side by that Town Hall, as the Root Riders are going to look to kind of cut through the corner from the top side, as the queen is going to walk around the edge.
Yeah, she's going to walk around not having that much damage on her. The ground expo maybe, but that's going to be quite late. We have the Siege Barracks on the far right side working with the Royal Champion coming in there as well. Some nice freezes to make sure that the damage in the core is not as critical.
The Town Hall is not activated yet, only activates once it takes some damage or hits 51% damage on the map. As he's continuing around, and there it is. Town Hall now is going to be fighting back. No Warden ability anymore, so he's going to go with a freeze, but the King has that giant gauntlet, and he has made his way straight into the middle of this base, taking that Town Hall down with ease, as he's got the Queen continuing her way through to the left. The Royal Champion is getting through this monolith, and he's crushing right on through this backside.
Yeah, what a crazy attack, getting the 3-star done versus this base, completely overtaking the back end. The King has taken care of the entire core with this giant equipment. It is just massive how much damage he can provide, and this is going to be the next 3-star for Area and for VM Legacy, increasing their score by another 3 stars.
Well done to you, Arium, putting you up to 10.
But overall, the road was not easy whatsoever. But Philip is in with the Root Riders versus this base. And again, the Lightnings, that is a combination which they have used now quite a bit and was really successful for them.
Yeah, lightning spells are going to be used. Let's see. It's probably going to go for the Ricochet Cannon and the multi-target Inferno, maybe even the Bomb Tower. That could be some nice value to help set up a funnel potentially. As, oh, he's got 7 lightning. That could go, technically,
Eagle.
Isn't that enough to go for the Eagle? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here.
Yeah.
What is he going to go for? Yeah.
I would, yeah, Eagle is down. Creating the pathing, which is always key for the Root Riders, since they're just attacking those defenses, so you want to make sure that you're somewhat controlling them where they're going. The Queen is now supposed to walk all the way towards the Town Hall, so she's getting wall breaked in there then to take down the Town Hall with the Root Riders. Yeah, the Warden ability look kind of like the Warden we're staying behind, but the Queen is supposed to get the Town Hall, the King the core of the base, the Flame Flinger, interestingly enough, to take down the far right Inferno Tower.
Yeah, with the freeze onto the monolith, he's continuing his way in the core, and the nice thing about using the lightning spells to take out the Eagle Artillery right away is you don't have to worry about those Eagle shots raining fire down on your troops, which does so much damage, as the Queen is going with a very nice freeze there just before the invisibility spell can get activated.
Yeah, Town Hall going down. Invis Tower is now getting triggered, which is just way too late to have any impact. But the core has slowly went down as well. The back end Royal Champion, though, should be enough power to get this base out, with the Flame Flinger still being able to open and release even more troops into that base.
Yeah, the RC luckily does have the Spirit Fox going invisible. pasting her way through. The healers are actually flying across, and they are going to get taken out here. The Royal Champion is probably going to get taken out by this Monolith. Down she goes. The King's going to come back. He does have the Phoenix to come back to life. The Warden's trying his best to help keep this King up, as the Flame Flinger is about to open up, maybe with the Yetis that are... No, Super Minions. And the one problem of having Super Minions in here is there was really no other air troops other than healers, but they stayed on the Queen, which means there's going to be a lot of traps for these Super Minions!
Oh no, you just said it. There is a lot of traps, but wait a second. The Fox is attacking the air defense. If that one is going down... Wait, it's turned invisible! The Fox is taking down the air defense! And this means that... Wait, what?
Where did it go? What?
This is still fine.
Are you serious?
You see his reaction. He's like, what is going on?
What?
But he is making it work somehow. The Fox, on its own, turning invisible and taking down the air defense was clutch for the Superman to survive. What was that?
Like, oh my. How things really could happen here. But Cynthia is up with the Hog Riders. We got Skelly, Donut, and... Oh. It's, I saw it. Did you see it? You see it? I think everyone saw it. Yep, that's it. It's the giant arrow. Let's go, Cynthia. Okay, I'm ready.
But there is no lightnings this time, and there is no Invis Tower to trigger early, okay? So
this is true.
I'm not sure if that is going to be the craziest value, but we will see. So far, this Skelly Donut for sure is looking amazing. He should be able to take down those key defenses he's looking for. Monolith going down as well. The Flame Flinger, great value, but he has to worry about the X-Bow, and that's why he's sending in now his King to distract that. Just the Queen is working as well. Where's the King now coming in?
Queen in for the defensive King and the Town Hall. You pop that Queen ability, it will skip all the way across. As Rocket Loons are going in, a healer is down. Hopefully, he can try to help keep this Queen up. Absolutely shredded right through that King, but doesn't have to worry about a Clan Castle. As ground skeletons, are going to go to that Flame Flinger, and that Queen is taking a lot of damage here.
Turning her invisible. He has to be careful that the X-Bow is not switching onto his Flame Flinger, but so far it looks good. The giant arrow is there, flying across, dealing a little bit of damage for the back end.
Oh, yeah.
Not that massive this time around.
Well, I mean, there's no builder huts there, so they can't get repaired. So the Grand Warden Altar is almost down, which is going to be very nice, especially when you have the Hogs coming on through, and especially Warden ability.
Yeah, the Warden ability with those Hogs together should be able to get some great value. The question now is he going to go into the Raid Tower right away, or is he going to start from the Eagle? And it seems like, no, he's going to split things up quite a bit. He's sending some Hogs from the bottom, some Hogs right into the Bomb Tower, then use the Warden ability early on to protect them, and Rage versus Rage, offense versus defense.
And that RC can get through that single target really quickly because the Queen's Giant Arrow damaged it. So the RCs can now join in with the rest of these Hogs, and the ability skips across, and Cynthia delivers. Coming in with a 3-star and bringing the Hog Riders. Great attack here, Cynthia. But they know that all Synchronic needs to get is a 2-star, and they will be the champions. I love to still see the smile. They start to recognize you, so give it your best shot and see what you can do. As now Mark is going in, and all he's got to get is a 2-star for the win. But this is a base that could easily cause a 1-star.
Yeah, but I think he's going in somewhat with a safe approach with the Lock Launcher. We have talked about that earlier, that with the Lock Launcher, you have then obviously the less time on your side because you cannot bring something like a Siege Barracks, which right now is just so popular and strong. But the Lock Launcher is giving you the safety net of making sure that the Invis Towers are getting activated early on, have no chance of like messing things up pathing-wise and so on. And he's going to go with the same route again of actually sending the King then for the core and for the Town Hall.
Yeah, look at that. The King is going to directly target the multi-target Inferno, as he can even rage up the core if he so chooses. Sneaky Goblins go straight for the Town Hall, and the Town Hall has been almost taken down. Not just yet. He just needs the Town Hall. Come on, come on. Oh, come on, King. Just burn your ability. Boom. There you go. Synchronic has just won the Clash of Clans World Warm-Up. Well done to you.
And they're not stopping here. They're going for the threes on this one. The Kings being stuck in the tornado trap in the core. The Royal Champion with the Queen chasing for the last compartment. The Kings getting turned invisible. But I don't think that this is going to be the deciding factor because there is just too many troops alive. He has plenty of spells left which he can use now in the last couple of defenses. And Synchronic, they're doing it in style with 15 stars. And they have done it with a nice invis spell for the end.
And it's a 3-star. Mark gets it done. Synchronic is going to get the perfect war, and they are going to be crowned your champions. What a performance. What a bracket that they had to fight through, defeating teams of VM Legacy twice, 2 times here in the playoffs, taking down Navi, taking down Tribe Gaming. What a run that they